Leo. Courtney Leo. I'm sorry.
It's Leone. That's okay. He's guessing. He's doing great. That's okay. How's everybody doing tonight? That's really sad. Everybody's not doing very well. How's everybody in the back doing tonight? Thank you, girl who yelled awesome. I like that. I live in Las Vegas. How many people are locals here? It's pretty cool. You run into some pretty interesting people. Like the other day I was having lunch and I looked over at the table next to me and it was fucking Nicolas Cage. Yeah, I was really excited. I was like, oh my God. I walked over and was like, Nicolas Cage, I'm so sorry to interrupt you. I just want to say, fuck you. For National Treasure 1 and National Treasure 2. He's like, whoa, calm down. I was like, Ghost Rider series? Are you serious? He's like, young lady. I'm like, don't young lady me. Sorcerer's Apprentice, it's been a long time since leaving Las Vegas. Maybe you should leave now. He was like, excuse me. I'm like, no, I will not be excused. You will be excused, but not for your movies. Are you saying yes to everything lately? And then that's when I realized that it wasn't Nicolas Cage. I was like, wow, what a shitty person to accidentally look like. All right. It was terrible. Who played with Barbies growing up? It's a lot of dudes. Good for you and your sexuality. Be comfortable with it. Hooray. Good for you. Yeah, Barbie's little sister, Skipper, was always a blonde when I was growing up, but I was walking through a Target recently and I realized that she's now a brunette. I'm like, that makes sense. I mean, I guess she would rebel. She would try different things. I mean, wouldn't you rebel if your mom was always like, why can't you be more like your sister? She's a doctor, a lawyer, a veterinarian, an astronaut. She's got a beautiful dream house in Malibu. I don't know why I think Barbie's mom is a New York Jew. That's like just what I hear in my head. Like, she's gonna start rebelling. She's gonna start racing fucking Hot Wheels cars and hanging out with those slutty Bratz dolls. Those dolls are whores, you guys. She's gonna start fucking Roadblock. That's the black G.I. Joe. Ooh. I'm sorry, I'm like the last comic of the night to do racial material. Everybody's like, we heard that already. Get off the stage. Yeah, so, let's see, Barbies, what else happened from my childhood? Oh, I always thought that I wanted to be a comedian. My whole life, like that's all I ever wanted to do. When I was this tall, all I wanted to do was make my older brother laugh. And one night I'm in the living room and I am killing it. Like I am murdering Carlin style, but I'm starting to run out of material, so I start to panic. And I look at my dad and he's sitting on the couch. I'm sorry, is there somebody playing Mario Brothers over? What is happening? Anyway, I'm in the living room one night and I'm murdering Carlin style. And my dad's sitting on the couch and I walk up next to him and I was like, hey dad, want to see a magic trick? And he goes, yeah, okay. I said, all right, close your eyes. And he closes his eyes and he goes, wait, why? I said, because it's a magic trick. So he closes his eyes. And I said, okay, tilt your head back. And he tilts his head back and he goes, wait, why? I said, because it's a magic trick. So he tilts his head back and I said, open your mouth. And he opened his mouth. Now here's the thing, you guys. This is when he should have asked why again, because I had no idea where I was going with this, and I panicked and I spit in it. Yeah, if you feel bad for my dad right now, you shouldn't, because what 4-year-old knows a fucking magic trick? My brother laughed so hard he pissed his pants, and that's when I knew what I was supposed to do with my life. So if you line up outside the door, I'll be spitting in your mouths on the way out this evening, if you ask nicely. Oh, God, it's weird living in this town because there's all these beautiful girls. Like, I mean, they're everywhere. Like, my best friend is one of the prettiest girls I've ever seen in my entire life. And we tried to prove that one night. We got her really drunk and we walked her through a casino and we talked her into walking up to this guy. She walks up to a total stranger and she goes, I don't have $10. Do you have $10 I can have? And the guy was like, yes. And I was like, holy shit, you can do that? So I walked up to a guy, I was like, I don't have $10. Do you have $10 I can have? And he was like, oh, did you lose your parents and you need money to call them? So we called CPS, and I live in foster care now. Doesn't work that way for me. Oh, God. Also in this town, oh, I just want to show you. I don't normally wear shorts on stage, but I'm doing this tonight so I could show you my wicked tan. Yeah, it's fucking gross. I don't like to go outside. I spent all summer fucking hibernating. Like most people could go and spend hours in the sun and they look lightly sun-kissed. I could walk to the mailbox and I look sun-slapped. Like that's how that goes for me. And I'm laying by the pool in my neighborhood recently, and this girl walks in and she's fucking beautiful. She's like this tall and she's porn star hot, ladies. The kind of hot that you talk shit about with your girlfriends, but inside you're like, why not me? She's so hot it makes me want to drown myself in the shallow end of the pool, which is worse than the deep end because you have the option of saving your own life, and you're like, that's okay, I'm just gonna let this go. She sits down next to me and she goes, oh my god, I'm so tired. I had to be up at like 10:30. I'm like, I had to be up at 5:30. She goes, yeah, well, I laid in this lounge chair all day long. It wasn't even comfortable. I'm like, yeah, well, my chair's held together with duct tape because my boss doesn't think my ass is worth a new seat. She goes, ugh, guys told me it was hot all day long. It didn't even sound sincere. I'm like, I had people yell at me about Obamacare. Suddenly she joins the conversation. She goes, ew, do you have a job? I'm like, yeah, bitch, I got a job. I gotta work, and make money so I can pay rent. What the fuck do you do all day? She goes, I'm a model and my dad pays my bills. I said, that's so cool. Do you want to see a magic trick? I'm Courtney Leone. Thanks so much for staying around, guys. You're awesome.